Microphone check 1 2. Check 1 2 to see if this is cool. Check 1 2 to see if this is cool. Check 1 2 to see if this is cool. Here we go.
J Torch and friends. It's about to go down, baby. Yeah. Round and around and around. Yeah. Oh, when love goes around, it comes around. It comes around. Can't stop it. When love goes around, oh, it comes around. Here it goes. Yeah. DJ Torch. Chair, the family's here. Voices are warm, the vibe is clear. Love, yeah. Love goes around. Ooh, DJ Torch and friends, it's about to go down. Yeah. It's about to go down. Yeah. Laughter and truth, a gentle sound. Hearts open wide when the love goes round. About to go down.
In the house, Jackie Gaines.
Love goes around, it lifts, it flows. Love goes around and everybody knows. Love goes
Remix track by Ghost. Heaven's in the house. Heaven, good seeing you. Big show tonight.
We grow, respect the space. Love goes around. That's our cue. It's not a party without you. Torch and friends, round and round and round it goes, love goes around.
Oh yeah, everybody. About to start the show off right about now. Get your favorite beverage. That's right, get your favorite beverage ready. We're about to get down. On tap. A little clip I found. Oh, yeah. Jackie, I love the beat too. Shout out to Ghost. She took it, she whipped it, she dipped it, and it's a jam. It's a jam. Anyway, we're gonna jump right into this live stream. Everybody in the clouds, everybody on replay, welcome to the show. We're going to get right into it. I dug up this Cyn G clip that I think everybody needs to listen to. It's still relevant today. And I think it's going to give us a good look inside of the mind of bitter black men. Not black men in general. Bitter black men. Here we go.
Have created more biracial children since Loving versus Virginia passed than any amount of biracial children that were created on the plantation. So they've been very busy. So now most biracial people in this country and really abroad too have a mother of no color and a black father, because this is really what black men wanted. They didn't want liberation unless liberation meant being able to crawl in between the legs of a woman of no color so that they can play house. But we don't focus on the pathology of the product of a black man and his preference. And we don't do it enough, because ultimately these preferences are going to become, in 2 generations, more people of no color who are going to further perpetuate this system. And that's because black male self-hatred is unfortunately the curse that keeps on cursing, much like a herpes infection.
You can't. Facts in the house. Angela Reddick. Good seeing you, Angela. Here we go.
And so I want you guys to listen to these videos from this biracial woman. She clearly states that she has a black father and a mother of no color. And I want you to specifically focus on what it is that she's saying, because there's 2 things that stood out to me that I believe is very relevant here and that I believe is worth listening to in terms of gauging the pathology that black men are ultimately creating. Then I'll come back for further commentary.
Oh, the millions of women here, y'all picked the one that was just like, no, I'm not gonna.
My biological mother is the ugliest, crustiest looking white woman on this planet. And my biological father is a black man who obviously does not believe in black love. Or if he does, it's performative. Me being biracial and seeing videos on the For You page of black men having such deep hatred toward black women is disgusting to me, because I've seen firsthand with my dad that there are black men who would rather be with an ugly looking white woman than an average looking black woman. And so when I say stupid shit like I'm done with black men, it's not because I have a problem with black men. It's because I don't want to validate black men when they cannot validate black women the way that they should. I will never be your token biracial person who makes you feel like you're in a black love relationship. If you want a black love relationship, then be with a black person. I believe that black men say that they're about black love.
Damn, she threw down right there. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
And marry black women and have black children with black women, but then go behind that black woman's back to be with somebody like me, or to be with somebody who is not black. Because I was the subject of this for a year. I was with a black man, and it would have gone on longer had I not found out that he was married. So I got a restraining order because things got really messy. And it occurred to me that I would not allow a black man to disrespect a black woman just to be with somebody like me, because you don't have to do that, and it defeats the whole purpose of black love. And I'm tired of black men doing performative black love. So when I say that I'm done with black men, my black father would co-sign that, because he had me with my white mother and he's not even with her.
Now, you guys saw that video, and first of all, I want to say that, did you notice how that woman, she looks racially ambiguous? Now, I can tell that she has strong black features, she does, but she is very much racially ambiguous. Off of first looks, if she didn't say that she was biracial to me, and I'm just saying to me, I get that everybody have their opinion because people like to chime in and say, well, she looks biracial to me. It's obvious that she's black. I can see it. Well, just because you can see it doesn't mean that everybody else can. Y'all said that about Meghan Markle. And to me, Meghan Markle is an entire woman of no color. And you can tell because she looks just like her best friend, who is also a woman of no color. So had Meghan Markle not told anybody that she had a black mother, she would be living the reality of a woman of no color, because that is what she looks like phenotypically. Now, y'all can see some blackness in her as much as you want to. I don't see any. I need y'all to explain why she looks exactly like this woman of no color, who is her best friend. She looks like her phenotypically and otherwise. They literally look like they could be sisters. So at the end of the day, people tend to see blackness where they want to. And to me, I'm objective, so I feel like Meghan Markle looks like a woman of no color, and this biracial woman, she looks racially ambiguous. And I think that's interesting because you keep hearing all of this black dominance discussion. You keep hearing black men running around saying, whoever we have baby by, they're gonna be black. That baby gonna be black too. Black gene dominant, so that person gonna be black. Mind you, these children come out and they grow into adults and they want to identify as anything other than black. So the bottom line of it is these biracial people are becoming more racially ambiguous looking, which really shows that there is little to no black dominance. And I think that black people don't understand what genetic dominance actually means, because it has very little to do with race and more about phenotype. But whatever, I digress. So you have this racially ambiguous biracial woman here, and she's specifically talking about the toxic pathology that black men have. Because number one, she validated something that I've always been saying, which is that black men tend to scrape from the bottom. This is at this point a statistical fact. There have been studies done that shows that women of no color understand that black men worship whiteness, and it becomes a prize to them, so they use it as social currency so that they can get these so-called high value, high earning black men. And everybody.
Yeah, so basically you get the point. And this really, really, really tells you why a lot of men are bitter in our community. They don't like when they look in the mirror, they're not liking what they're seeing. Because if they were liking what they were seeing, they would treat what they see in the mirror better, but they don't. They tend to do things like this. Let me go ahead and pop over here. Pop over here.
Well, I started warring against my own flesh.
Let me go back here.
So fuck how you feel, homie. We all know that red pill content creates incel. We all know this shit. This is not something that's hidden under a rock. We all.
In my opinion, the red pill community is a community of men that do not like themselves. It is proven time and time over again that these men do not like themselves, but they do not want to take the blame for it. They don't want to go out and get therapy. They don't want to get work done on themselves. They don't want to even try to be better people. They just want to hate on somebody else. And the number one target happens to be their number one supporters all day, every day. Here we go.
All know that a lot of men who ingest that red pill bullshit are incels. And for the people that keep telling me that red pill was not intended for this, the original red pill was not like this, please shut the fuck up. Doesn't matter what it was intended to be. Look at what it is now. Look at what it's done. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look how these men are emotionally unstable. They're dangerous. You can't have a conversation with these red pill demons without them being triggered by something.
Right.
They're always triggered by something on the internet.
Actually, to me, brings up a good point, because that's really, quite honestly, the red pill model. That is the model that these men use in our, on YouTube to get clicks and views. They use fake outrage, anger, deceptive thinking, toxicity, narcissism, sociopathic behavior. Need I go on? Here we go.
These comments arguing with these women. They see a random girl. You know what I'm saying? In the comments, if she looks too pretty, if she's half dressed, whatever, they're in the comments arguing. Nobody's gonna want you in 10 years. Just triggered by shit. Something is wrong with them. And then the older men that's like mid 30s, late 40s, 50s, mm-hmm. Something is completely wrong with them.
Yeah.
It's so many of them in that space. You know what I'm saying? So many men that have really taken on this red pill and has really destroyed y'all. Y'all are fucked up. And then y'all are hypocrites, because y'all are the ones paying for the OF models. Y'all are the ones buying.
Exactly. Shout out to Tiffany Jackson in the house. Let me tell you something deep. The biggest customers for OnlyFans models are red pill thinking dudes. And you don't believe me? Shannon Sharp, OnlyFans. Yep, got you good, didn't I? Shannon Sharp, OnlyFans. Hate to say it, Shaq, OnlyFans. 4 white girls at his house. That's what he said. OnlyFans. See, the thing is this. When you're weak, you're so weak that just plain flesh can control you. You know you don't like yourself. Because it's not even about women, ladies and gentlemen. It's just about flesh. These men are controlled by pure flesh. They act like they're being manipulated by women and tricked by women and fooled by women, but at the end of the day, they want to be tricked. They want to be fooled because they are so weak for just flesh. Let me keep it going. Here we go.
Y'all are the ones buying
to Deontay in the house. Here we go.
Sex. It is you guys. But for a group of men that just don't like promiscuous activity, y'all don't fuck with that shit at all. Y'all sure do fund that shit so much. Y'all put a lot of your hard-earned
passport bros. You do not try to trick and fool us anymore about what you go and where you go to. For what? We know what's up. Okay? We all know what's up. You know what's up. You know we know. So stop acting like you're going over there to find yourself a wife or something, or like some fake woman said, oh, over there for unused womb. Let's face it. Come on now. Y'all are running through them women across the water way more. So let's stop that. Here we go.
Earn money into that industry. Y'all idolize women way too much. Your whole movement as far as Red Pill from when it started to now, I don't give a fuck, has been about women. It has been about women since the beginning because lame ass motherfuckers couldn't get them. So it's been the same thing. And the reason why it's so funny is because it still ain't working. The method that the Red Pill motherfuckers came up with is still not working. If you fuck with some of the shit they saying, you're a cornball.
If it would have worked, right? If Red Pill was really working for men, they would be going on these shows. They would be in chats. They would be on panels saying, oh, wow, you know something? I'm really in a better place now. Then how many times do you hear them fools say that? You don't. Because it doesn't work. It doesn't work one freaking bit. Let me keep it going. Here we go.
You're Red Pill adjacent, you're a cornball. If you just happen to be in Red Pill spaces, you're a cornball. Doesn't matter. The shit just is not player at all. That's why, like, the shit just don't make sense. So for all you motherfuckers who really want to glow up, like, you got to get out those Red Pill spaces. They are fucking up your mind.
Never ever listen to Red Pill if you're a man. Stay away from that industry. It's going to ruin you and your life and your future forever. And the craziest thing is there was a point in time where me and a lot of people I know used to follow this Red Pill stuff until I actually grew a pair of balls. Only a real man and only a real father or husband, right, can actually look after their family, maintain their masculinity and have everything in check. Understanding that your woman has a role in your life and that they are actually not a burden on you. And of course, you have to be able to pick the right woman. I'm someone who's been married and I've got a child now, alhamdulillah, right? And one thing I can tell you, the right partner will make your life so much easier. And this...
And I mean, that's basically the whole thing. So you blaming, what's funny is what this young man on the screen is saying is that you should have chose better. If you really feel that a certain group of women is treating you bad, well, then you should have chose better. And if you choose better, then why are you complaining? If you choose better, why are you complaining? Let's keep this going. Here we go.
Like they're just going to publicly put down black women until they make you be what they want you to be. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
This is Cerebral Talks, and she was dropping some bars up in this video. I'm only going to play a little bit of it. It's just 2 days old. Check it out if you haven't yet. Here we go.
To my channel, baby. I'm back with a quick analysis of Pop the Balloon. I dissected one video about a man who rejected, well, a woman who actually rejected a man, the whole thing about natural hair type of thing. Now I'm back with this, okay? This was actually kind of hilarious to me. This was sort of hilarious to me. This guy, this hood rat, Hood Booger guy is on Pop the Balloon, and he's making it clear that he wants a snow bunny. He wants to date white women. But here's the thing. He couldn't stop talking about black women. So I just want to put it out there right now. Ladies, there are a lot of black men who are in pain, who feel rejected from black women, and they're using white women as a rebound. And I would tell white women, stop dating black men who actually don't want you. And it's very obvious when a man actually wants something he claims he doesn't want, when he cannot stop talking about them. Like when you date a guy, he keeps talking about his ex. He keeps talking about his ex because he still wants his ex. He's hurt, he's obsessed, and he can't get over it, and he still desires her. So this guy right here, he still wants black women. And there are a number of them who still want black women and go and pretend that they only want a white woman, but they cannot stop talking about black women. Look at this guy and how he acted on Pop the Balloon, okay?
Hey, what would you say makes you a real one?
Man, I'm from the streets. I work out daily, and I just keep it real, man. That's about it.
You work out daily. I can't tell you're from the streets, but I can tell you work out daily. What would you say you're looking for in a real one?
He's from the streets.
This right here, man. Snow bunnies.
Oh, you like the white women?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's why you're here, and I'm happy to have you here. Now, let's go for this. In relationships, there are breakers, red flags. Okay, what would you say makes you a real one?
Man,
Now, I would not want this man, okay? I don't want this man. This man, you know, he says he's from the streets and everything. He's not clean cut. He's just not my type at all. So this is a lower class black man. And look at the women. I mean, seriously, I just find it funny when black men really believe I'm supposed to feel threatened or intimidated or feel bad when these women look like this. Now, the one all the way on the right, she looks pretty decent. She's okay.
Sandra in the house.
The other two women, I mean, it's just hilarious to me when they're trying to put black women in competition with women.
Yeah, these are supposed to be the women that are in better shape. Remember now, I have literally recently seen a bunch of these black men on YouTube fat shaming black women left and right. But when you see the reality of it all, here you go. Here you go.
I mean, look, I'm not saying they're not totally tore up, but I don't feel anything. I don't feel in competition at all. And I'm pretty sure I could easily pull this man, even though I don't want this man. So let's see what he's saying even more.
Okay, so I like a woman that's submissive, right?
Okay.
White women.
Oh, shit, that's submissive shit. Here we go again. If there's ever a red flag word that's on fire, it's the word submissive.
They listen. Black women don't listen to me.
I don't. Okay.
White women, they listen.
He sounds like he should be in therapy, not on the show. He sounds like he really does. Black women just don't listen to me. He sounds like he needs to be in front of a doctor, not a dating show host.
Women don't listen to me.
I don't. Okay. If you're going to be disrespectful,
black women don't listen to me.
I don't. Okay.
They don't listen to me.
Black women don't.
Okay, do you hear that pain in his voice?
Yes.
Do you hear that frustration? Black women don't listen to me. See, this is a man who wants authority. I don't know him personally, but from what I gathered from this episode, this is a black man who doesn't have a decent job. He probably wants his woman to pay half the rent, and he wants to be respected with authority, or he might not be that bright. And
right. Tiffany hits it perfectly. Triangulating us with plus size white tea women who are calling fit feminine, who they're calling fit feminine bars.
Doesn't feel respected, you know? So
I like the way you put that though, Tiffany. Triangulating. That's exactly what's going down here.
He wants power. He wants to feel like a man. He wants a woman that's just going to shut up, probably pay half the rent, and just be quiet and listen to me. It's not necessarily that a black woman is not listening to, you know, his daily activities, what's going on in your life, you know.
No, basically what's going down is that he gets mad because black women are not allowing him to control him as much as he would want them, as much of control as that he wants. That's what's going down. Here we go.
What's going on? He wants a woman that makes him feel like he's in control.
Right.
Okay, and that he's running the ship,
right.
Even if he actually isn't really. But that's how he wants to feel. He's also probably frustrated because the black women that he wants are not interested in him. So
that's pretty much at the end of the day, that's what it is. But he's the one who wanted to wear a wife beater shirt, looking like he just got out of the pen and wants to be belligerent. That, don't get me wrong, some women they still get caught up in that, but for the most part, the classy ones that he wants, the ones that, you know, dress beautiful and all that kind of stuff, they don't want any parts of him. They don't want any parts of his ass. No way.
Pop the Balloon contestant goes viral for defending black hair. Here it is.
Now, is someone that's your type?
Not so much.
Okay. Yeah. Why not?
I'll say more so like the hair. So more so attracted to longer hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that's pretty much all I need to play, because the thing is this, the funny part is this. Hair is one of the most malleable parts of the human body. It can be long, it can be short, it can be straight, it can be curly. And this dude literally picked out the most malleable part of the human body that can be changed day to day, literally. That's how shallow that piece of crap is. But that's how bitter he is. He really, right now, he really hates black women. And though she is an exotical, what you would call an exotical with 4C hair, the 4C hair was enough for him. Though, as you can see, his nappy head got some super 4C hair going on. He literally cannot stand himself. But ladies, you can be understanding of that, but at the same time, be cognizant that men that are self-hating are very dangerous, regardless of race they are. Usually they will not have any limits or boundaries. And by the time they realize they've done something bad, they're wearing orange. And let me tell you, you do not want to be that reason. So definitely do have your caution. Listen to this man right here. Listen to this dude right here.
Women are not compliant. This is not me blaming it on women. This is me calling it for what it is because I'm a problem solver. So I have to first address, where is there a break in the chain? So women will sit here and be like, they're looking at social media and they're thinking, well, the girls with the BBLs, the girls that are thoughts, the girls that are doing this and that, they're getting all the likes, they're getting all the attention. But again, they're misinterpreting male behavior, which women are doing like 90.
What male behavior does anybody need to misinterpret? Men are 3 times as promiscuous as women are. 3 times. They get 3 times the amount of sex, and that's counting all the incels in the world. Dude, it's funny to me because really, when you think about it, men are the real 304s. We are really, men in general are really the real 304s. And what's funny is this dude right here, he don't even date black women. But he wants to talk this kind of shit.
99.9% of the time. They misinterpret everything we do and everything we say. So
like
if black women wanted to get ahead, all they would have to do is just behave 20.
Why do you give a damn, dude? Let me put you on here. Self-hating, deprecating dude right here. Black women need to do this. Black women need to do that. You're not even invested in this community. You see how that works? He's a bad choice for anybody, regardless of race, because he's too bitter towards black women. He's too bitter towards black women, and he's giving white women the reason not to date him, because it's like, you're just dating me because I'm not black, and you're mad at your own women. That's the vibe he's giving off. His actual problem cannot be solved without sitting in front of somebody who's an expert. And I don't mean him.
And wanted to get ahead, all they would have to do is just behave 20 to 60% better than the average black woman. That's all they would have to do. It's that goddamn simple, but they're not. And
look how badly behaving this dude is. Look how contemptuous he is. Look how that narcissistic vibe he's got going on. He has that kind of vibe that draws people away. I used to work with somebody like this. Nobody ever likes him, regardless of race. They don't like him. There's something about him that just they don't like. They can't really put their mind on it, because the dude could fake. He had this fake politeness, but at the end of the day, there was just that negative energy. And this man right here has the same energy. And what's so sad about it is he actually thinks he's a dating guru. But the red pill community is filled with niggas like this. Filled with them.
And I know it's that simple because I talk to men all the damn time, and I myself is a man. And what catches my attention is when women just simply behave.
No. See, the thing is this. If you're on a spectrum of a level or a reading of a level, this man right here, he is not thinking like a normal man does. A normal man doesn't speak like this. The problem is that there's so many like him that it almost becomes normal.
A tier better than their peers.
There is nothing.
And it keeps going. The beat goes on. Listen to this shit.
More dangerous than a man with boundaries in 2025. Let's get into it.
There are a few of my dating non-negotiables as a man with strict boundaries. These are my boundaries. You do what you want to do. These are mine. Say, I get your number. You give me your schedule.
Why is he telling a bunch of people what his boundaries are? You either have them or you don't. The reason why he's doing it, because I do know, is because he has a toxic issue within his mind. Okay? I'm trying to be safe here. Let's just put it this way. He's not a very nice guy. Neither one of these guys are very nice. Let me just keep playing. Here we go.
And I plan a date. If for some reason you're busy on that date and you can't make it, it is up to you to give me the day that you're free or your next availability. I'm not about to keep asking. That's too close to begging. Play with somebody else.
That means he does do it. That he begs and he asks. And I guarantee you not, if you show him an OnlyFans model, he's going to do everything he can to be in her presence. That's what's going down. He's telling you a bunch of BS. What he's telling you, when he says that's not what I'm going to do, that's what he will do. Because at the end of the day, he's weak AF.
Misogyny. I'm just playing. All right, let's keep going. That sounded reasonable.
Number 2, if you ask me in our first few dates for nail, hair, shoe money, you're clipped.
You look
that, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, is a form of clout chasing. He doesn't have the money for that. He can't afford to take anybody out for hair and nails. That's a $500 trip. He ain't got that kind of money every 2 weeks. He can't even afford it. Look at the damn shirt he's wearing. He's probably at his mom's house right now. He can't afford that.
looking for a sponsor. You're not looking for a relationship. Why these things aren't already done?
That's the one thing you will find out a lot about men in our community. We complain about things we can't do for you anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I ain't gonna take you to I ain't gonna take you to the Breezy concert, even though I can't stand Breezy, or some concert. You can't, nigga, you can't even afford it. You couldn't afford taking yourself. So why are you bringing it up? Oh, you know something. You know, if you ever scratch my BMW, nigga, you ain't got no BMW to scratch. That's how they roll. That's how they roll.
I don't care how much money I got. It's mine that I work for. Don't ask me to do some shit that you're not doing for yourself. Number 3, if by the 3rd or 4th date, you don't at
I gotta stop right there and chime in. If you a woman and you asking a dude to pay for your nails right away, you wild.
Let me tell you this. I'm probably literally double the age of both of these men. Through my life, and I look back, and it's been a pretty decent dating life. I never had a woman off the gate ask me to get her hair and nails done. Either these fools right here were giving off some hardcore simp shit, or they're lying. Either way, their character is flawed. Let's keep it going.
Wow, no dude is trying to pay for your nails. And this is the thing that chicks don't understand. If a dude is paying for stuff that soon, he usually just wants to smash. He usually
No, sorry. Dudes just want to smash anyway for free. Why are these men that are average at best trying to give women advice? Or maybe they're giving other men advice. You know what I mean? Maybe they're giving other men advice. You know? I'm just trying to, bring it down here. You know, where's my favorite, where's my favorite clip? Where's my favorite clip? Where's my favorite clip? Is this it?
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
We need to start advocating for men who want to be with men. I understand the impulse, brothers. I do. But our women are not showing us. I don't care what they say. What are the women showing?
Well. You know what? I'm going to let you all listen to that again.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
All these conversations have been so good and refreshing, except for, that one.
But our women are not showing us.
Can I say something?
I don't care what they say. What are the women showing?
Can I say something real quick? Black women
just want to smash, and he want to speed it up a little. He want to, pay to play. But y'all, I'm gonna take the nail. If you a woman, don't accept money from a man that wants to pay too early. Definitely don't be asking too early. I agree with this.
At least offer to buy a round of drinks or treat me to the next one. You're clipped. You're not a vibe. You're a bill. I would never let you pay, but at least offer. Make me think you want to pay. And if you
Oh man, talk about some bitter black men right here. Because see, the thing is this: they must be. There's just no reason for them to even bring this up. Because if women were like this in their lives, then you just kind of move on. Tiffany says, I have never asked a man to take care of getting my hair or nails done. Educated professional women are not doing this ever. Men who adore you take care of things without you ever asking. Bars. Exactly.
She believes that men and women are equals. We are not equals. No male and female of any species on the planet are equal. We are different for a reason. I am not going to negotiate your role and my role. If you come into this saying that we're equal, we're automatically at loggerheads because you're not a woman in my opinion. You're a female. I don't date females. I date women. Just like the men.
Wait a minute. Okay, this is the same dude, right? This is the same dude who literally passed away with a pro right next to him. He literally passed away by himself. He chose to be around who anybody would call a female. He didn't pass by his wife because he left his wife a long time ago, including not paying the child support a long time ago. Okay. He bragged about having 6. What did he call it? He called it a rotation of 6 women. Does that sound like they're women, or does that sound like they were females? Obviously, he was paying for it because he said he's the one who brought up the 1099. He's the one who brought up the 1099. So the joke's on you guys. Hey, rest in peace, Kevin. Sleep. But you exposed the red pill black male community because it's quite clear that if anybody was this simp, by the description and definition of what men call simping, you fit the bill. You had fit the bill. It is important for everyone to grasp that because there's no way to not make that true. I know it hurts feelings. I know it hurts it hurts real bad. It hurts real bad. But the bottom line is this. It is true. You don't believe me? You don't believe me that he paid women? What does a 1099 mean? Let me put it this way. There are men who trick and they pay nightly. Kevin is paying quarterly for his. So the fact that he brought up that he had to pay for the presence of women should have alarmed you men. That should have been the red flag that, well, maybe this dude is not who we thought he was. And maybe you let him off the hook. I did not want him to pass. Because see, the thing is this, just like how Fugazi got exposed and other people got exposed. Well, Obsidian, remember Obsidian? He used to act like he had all that kind of money. Remember? Then he had to borrow some from the lawyer. He got exposed. I like people to expose themselves. By now, everybody would have been, very well could have been laughing at him right now. And I would have wished he had better health to be around to live through his exposure. But now he's a martyr. I think it's made things worse. So don't think I wish that he had passed. I wish that he had not, so that he could be exposed. That's pretty much the whole scoop.
Will hear what I'm saying. The males will probably throw shade. If you want a woman that's your equal, you're really giving your manhood up, and I can't help you. For the guys out there who are trying to hear me,
he gave his manhood up. His wife was making $2,400 a month, which isn't a whole lot, right? But he was only making $900. Talking all this shit. Hey, look, dynamics can be different. A woman could be making more than a man. That's not what I'm talking about. It's this dynamic that he was in, right? The only documented dynamic we know that he was in, right? And he was talking all this shit. Fellas, I want you to sit on that for a minute. Ladies, you have to understand that's a weird thing for somebody to be doing, to be talking as much smack as he did. As much smack as he did, number one, owing child support, and two, that he wasn't the head of the family. She had to pay all the bills. He was paying the light bill. She was an educated one. He wasn't. That's why he has such a anger, an evil vibe for educated women, because he felt weak. He felt low. And you should not want to be in his situation. He went out with his checkbook open. Let's just put it that way. And so I'm going to jump a couple of these because I'm going to save those for another day. Okay. Now, here we go.
You can be right all you want to. Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that
I told you, okay, men control access to marriage. Systematically, that's correct. But what good, it's not a good marriage. See, the funny thing is, this is what a lot of people missed, is that when Kevin spoke, a lot of times he had trick words in there. There's marriage and good marriage. See, what he's doing is he's offering marriage to somebody. Doesn't say anything about being a good marriage or a marriage that the man is not cheating on you. He never said that shit. That's some smooth salesmanship. He never told you that being around the kind of men that he mentors, that it'll be a living hell. He never told you that. He never told you that part. And that's why they hate men who treat women so well, that treat women well so much, because they know that the men like Clay, okay, like, you know, let's just work with Clay for now because he's the newest. He treats his woman well. And those men don't go out there and say he's a simp right now, but you could tell they were just as mad at Clay for dating Megan as they were for Russell for dating and marrying Ciara. They are furious. Number one, it makes them look bad. Number two, they don't want these women to think they can be happy in a marriage. They want women to think that they just have to sit there and take it. And that if the dude wants to leave out the door and cheat, let him cheat in peace.
older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine. You're too bossy. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself.
Remember, this is a man that was working at Papa Do's as a waiter. He's just bitter. He's a bitter man, making other bitter men more bitter. And here's the funny part. Okay, so we're getting to Kendra G here. Now, people have different feelings about the Kendra G show. Like it or not, it's one of the hottest dating shows. Well, there's only two, really. The hottest dating shows out there. Okay? It's the hottest dating show. Let's just put it right now. Pop the Balloon is number one. Her show is probably number two even. But I mean, damn, Netflix bought Pop the Balloons. I mean, that's a lot of, she's doing amazing when you think about it compared to these Pop the Balloon productions. They spend $1 million a night. Anyway, back to Kendra G. The reason why I'm bringing her up is not because of her herself, but she has become, like it or not, the signification of black male hatred towards black women. And what do I mean by that? As soon as she did the same thing that Kevin Samuels did, which is like, hey, wait a minute, everybody. Don't be coming out here and use all my shit all day, every day. I mean, there are basically channels that niggas have made their whole channel on Kendra G shit. Strictly. Don't get me wrong. I pull a clip here and there myself. But it ain't a Kendra G channel. There are niggas out there with Kendra G channels. Okay, so let me break this down. What this signifies, this situation with Kendra G signifies, is how weak and low black men can be. Red pill black men are the lowest when it comes to this. Shout out to Brina West. Deontay's in the house. Jackie's in the house. Angela's in the house. If you're in the house, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know what's up. Anyway, this is why, and I'll tell you why. They have the nerve. These motherfuckers have the nerve to talk shit about Kendra G while freeloading off of her content. And she is about as neutral as can freaking be. But since she's not red pill enough for the red pill niggas, they go off on her. And nobody can understand that. They want to call her a feminist and anything like that. All she's doing is just saying we as women don't like that shit. That's all she's saying. And it's better for me to show than to say. Let's just put it that way. Let's load up the first freeloader who went on her show, by the way. Here we go.
Blasphemous and upfront, just off tops.
Here he is. Bitter black man number 1. No, 2. No, 3. Bitter black man number 3. I've gone through 2 already. Mr. Let Go. Had a hard upbringing. Nothing wrong with that. Made himself into a YouTuber. Nothing wrong with that. But has the motherfucking gall to talk shit about Kendra G. You know what he does? He goes on her show. He goes on her show begging there, begging for clicks and views, content, because he ran off of there and just and put his show up on her show up on his show. I'm not going to even get into the copyright bullshit about it, but that's some bitch ass nigga shit. You're going to steal somebody's content, which is fine. And then you're going to talk shit about them. Look, even when I went on to DD's, I gave her props. DD's a beautiful woman. I truly do think she's miserable, but I did go on her show and I showed her respect on and even off for the show. Now the niggas on the show, I didn't. That's a different story. But they earned it, you know. But so this is the funny thing, and it just shows you that these men, they hate women so much that they bite the hands that feeds them. They literally bite the hands that feeds them. Let's listen to his show. Let's get into his show a little bit here. Let's see what he's going to say here.
Which is why he got the treatment by Kendra that he got. And that's another reason why he wants to lean being more apologetic about him being disrespected. Point blank, period. And this idea that black men are doing, there is no equivalent of black men doing what black women have done for decades. The TV shows, the talk shows, the reality shows.
Oh, let me stop it right there for a minute because I'm glad he brought that up. Look, again, the woman whose name that ends with G is Kendra G is not my number one fan. That she is not my fan. There's a one that ends with a C. That's the one I'm a fan of. But she is more qualified doing what she's doing than any other man in the manosphere. If I was shocked when I read her resume. It's pretty freaking thick. Worked for Fox, worked for BET, worked for a very popular radio station. And that's just three of the ones I'm remembering off the top of my head. She did a lot more stuff than that. She was like a newscaster, and she is actually the most qualified for what she's doing right now than all other men are in the red pill community for what they're doing, unless it's being toxic. So let's give her props for that. Some people might want to call her a mammy. Some people might want to call her a feminist. I don't know. I've heard both sides. But what needs to be pointed out is that she's a qualified black woman. Let's ignore the Kendra G part about it. A very qualified black woman that black men like him with no qualifications, by the way. He has no psychology degree. He has no therapy experience, but they talk shit. And you heard what Kevin said. He got bitter. He got super bitter just talking about educated women. These men do not like educated women. Because you hold more power than they do. You hold an educated black woman blows the door off of 70% of the black male community. Because right now, black men, we're just not doing that much. We need to. I wish we were. We should get on the good foot. You know? Let me show you somebody else.
The wife husband?
He freeloading off of her. The prince of passport broism. The prince of passport broism, freeloading off of Kendra G. Freeloading off of Kendra G. Clicks and views. Clicks and views, nigga. Clicks and views. Go on that show. That's what he's there for. Can't play a lick of soccer, but got a soccer shirt on. Let me play the clip.
Okay, I think it's better. Okay, all right, let's do it. Austin, okay, you look good. How old are you, Austin?
I'll be 25 in 2 weeks.
Look at that fake ass
25
smile.
in 2 weeks. So you're a tourist. When's your birthday?
May 16th.
That's not 2 weeks. My birthday's 2 weeks. That's 3 weeks.
And she's just correcting him, but these dudes get incensed. They get incensed by just somebody correcting them because they that slow.
2.5.
Okay, you have Gina Jackson's birthday.
Yes, I do.
I know. I'm May 7th. I know all Gina. I love Gina Jackson. All right, let's do it. So we got Austin, 25. Well, 2024, be 25 May 16th. What do you do for a living?
I'm a YouTuber as well.
See? Cloud chasing. Kendra G is just not a YouTuber. She's all over the freaking place. She still does a lot of radio stuff. She still does a lot of different stuff. It started out on Facebook and IG, I think. I'm a YouTuber just like you. I wonder if he's high. No, he's good. He's good, I can tell. I mean, if it was him who said he liked to get lit, shit. Wasn't me. Yeah, keep going.
Oh, you're a YouTuber. Okay. I don't consider myself a YouTuber, but I respect that. That's what
That's a I told you.
you consider yourself.
Well, I guess
I
my main
am a
source.
YouTuber, but I consider myself a journalist, but I understand.
I'm a journalist too. I've said that as well.
Okay, but do you want me to call you a YouTuber or a journalist?
I want you to call me Austin Holloman.
The question is, what do you do for a living, honey?
YouTube.
He's trying to be funny because he was what he was going to do was do the same freeloading thing where he takes, this clip and then takes it over to his show and then he goes, see guys, yeah, I was roasting her. I was really roasting her real good. That's what he wants to do. But he has that's the problem. Let's keep it real. Austin Holloman is not a bad looking dude, but he has no personality. And that's been his problem for a long time. And the character and personality he does have is being a bitter black man. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Do you have any kids?
I would hope not.
So the answer is no.
No.
Okay. And where you calling me from?
Dallas.
Dallas.
His mom's house. His mom's house. The same house where he had to cuss her out and then she cussed him out. Same house.
All right, let's get into it. We got Austin, Dallas, 25. Almost 25, May 16th. He's a YouTuber, no kids, lives in Dallas. What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for black women that have respect for black men.
Ooh. So you
He has no look, he doesn't have respect for women in general. Okay. He was the one who ran to Brazil and was so disrespectful to the women over there of different races, by the way. They literally kicked him out of the country. I mean, and I'm talking literally. Like, maybe legally he could have still been there, but it wouldn't have been a good idea. He had so low respect in a country where they don't really show a whole lot of respect to women that they had to kick him out. That's how bad he is. That's pretty bad when you get kicked out of a country that has a pretty low bar when it comes to treating their women right. And he got his bitter ass kicked out, easy peasy. I don't know how long he was there, but it wasn't very long. Then, he went to Thailand or something. Was it Thailand or whatever? But where he met that girl that kept smushing his, that he chose, that was his preference, and kept slapping him in the face. Remember that one? Yeah. Now he's on Kendra G's show, freeloading. Don't worry. Austin, look, man, I am not trying to pick on you. There's other niggas out there who are freeloaded too. Business is business, right?
Do you think black women don't have respect for black men?
Check this out. I've been all around the world, and I'm gonna tell you, Afro-Latinas and Africans got y'all beat.
Didn't he just get kicked out of like Kenya or something? Now, to his defense, this was before he got kicked out of Kenya, but they didn't. He and his niggas that he disowns now. Remember, Rello? Some men just don't have it. They just don't have it. He's one of those guys. Should have it. Decent height, decent looks, but he's just not a very nice guy. I was going to say something else. There's just something about him that just, you wouldn't, he just doesn't have it. He doesn't have that Denzel Washington. That's what he's missing, the character part. He just doesn't have it. And guys like him, they can still find a wife or a girlfriend. The problem is that he doesn't want just one woman. I'll be doing a special on him and his friends in about a week or so. And you really all of you should really tune in because it's going to wake up a lot of people. Hold on, I'm bringing up the name of it because for some reason, yeah, breeders. He's a breeder. And I'm not trying to be mean or derogatory, but men that are prioritized by having sex, they're breeders. Look out for the live stream coming out real soon. We're going to move forward to the next guy. Who else freeloaded off of Kendra G? This guy did.
You got the baby again, awesome.
Yeah, she what she like to do is she like to wake us, see? And I tried to.
Now he's at a halfway house or whatever you want to call it. Ain't got shit to piss in. He had a child by a white woman. I'm not saying he likes only white women, but basically has a child by one. So let's check out what Awesome has to say. Here we go.
Every now and then she'd just wake up on. I was trying to get her to go back to sleep, but I don't think that's going to happen.
That's some low ass shit when you're using a baby for a prop. He literally has a baby and he's looking for more women. You would think he would want to spend, and this goes for all men and not just Awesome. I don't want to be mean to Awesome, but you would think he would be spending all his efforts to try to fix things with him and his baby's mother. I mean, it can't be that long ago that they were cool. Right? If you're willing to hold the baby, you should be willing to hold the baby's mother. Unless you're a monster, then stay the fuck away. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Happy. She probably go back to sleep if I rock her. So,
well, awesome. You know, he was on the show on Saturday, and before I start, I got you. You told me, everybody, I'm gonna get to the people in queue, so y'all don't go nowhere. I'm gonna talk to Awesome, but if you're in queue, you will get an interview.
Yeah.
So don't hang up. So I'm gonna say that to the people in queue.
But
I know
you let the fox in the hen house.
Hello?
You done let the fox in the hen house.
What does that mean?
It means that he's a whore. I'm sorry to say it honestly. That's what a fox does. He goes into a hen house and eats everything up. Beats everything up. When you're just getting out of a bad situation, whatever that situation is, even if it made you wear something orange for a little while, the last thing you need to be doing is dating women. You need to be focused on getting your life together first. That is some advice I think anybody will agree is pretty accurate. Nobody comes out of a bad situation good.
They're not gonna like you if you do this interview with me. They're gonna hate you.
No, they're gonna like me. What are you talking about?
Okay. All right.
Listen, who you are represents you. Hi,
Okay.
cutie. Look at the cute
Hi,
baby.
Mom.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and
Now they're talking shit about her app. It's well done. I checked it out. I'm not on it. Sorry, folks. I'm not on it, but it's a decent app. It's just as good as any other app. They're still talking shit about a damn app. How freaking hateful. That's what you call bitter. I'm going to move forward. If you want to see the rest of it, you got to go to her show. So then the freeloaders get in the mix. So he gets the guy off the show.
Dominantly, like Afro-American part of Delaware or Caucasian part of Delaware? Because I don't know nothing about Delaware personally. So.
Okay. Yeah, Delaware is like 50% white, 50% black.
Okay.
I grew up in Pennsylvania in a rural area when I tell you about my.
Let me pause right here for real quick. I don't know why this little orange thing right here, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but he doesn't pay for StreamYard. If you notice, I don't have that little emblem to the right, the StreamYard emblem. He does. So I would assume if you're balling that basically, paying a little $40, $50 StreamYard count, ain't shit. So he's not rolling. If he says he's balling, he's not balling. Let's find out what this is about. Here we go.
A guy told me one time in maybe W, I'll never forget, he said, how did he say it? I'm gonna come back to that.
Yeah, he's gonna come back to that. Anyway, the bottom line is this. This is the thing. Ladies, you gotta pick up little things like this. You gotta pick up, in fact, let me not even tell you because you don't need to know. This is what I picked up. I'm gonna tell you what I picked up. I picked up this. I picked up that this guy is either really cheap or he's really broke. The guy to the left. By the way, the MABW, it means men, basically it means men against bitter women. And what's the ironic thing and funny about it is that he's bitter. And Awesome is bitter. And the niggas I was showing you before are bitter. They're bitter. They're bitter men. He's making money off of bitterness. That's what that's really the manosphere. That is the manosphere design, bitterness. Bitterness. So basically, where was it? Okay. So basically, it's like this. So he goes over there and he's made like what, fucking 100, 200 videos with Kendra G's, Kendra G's, videos, right? He calls her Kendra Sleaze. The bitch ass nigga calls her Kendra G Sleaze. Here's the funny thing about it though. Isn't freeloading off of somebody else's content sleazy? Isn't that the sleazy part? Kendra's just doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's a journalist with a dating show. She's been on TV. She's been on radio. This nigga ain't done shit. He's in his living room. And you want to call her a sleaze. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't that some bitch? Don't get me wrong. It's like, look, you have a right to say what you feel and whatever. But that's some bitch ass nigga shit. First you steal her shit and then you freaking call her names. Just like, and ladies and gentlemen, it's just not about Kendra. This is what these niggas do daily to all black women. They do it daily. If it wasn't Kendra, it's going to be somebody else. So on top of taking resources from women, regardless what it is, whether it's a show, a car, sex, money, housing, that's some bitch ass nigga shit. I mean, I'm just telling you how it is. They walk around saying, oh yeah, men need to be head of the household, and oh yeah, men need to be in control, and men control the world. Men built this, men built that, and then they steal shit from women. Whether it's a show, a car, a life. And have the nerve to turn around and call women bitter. Ain't that some shit? Dude ain't even in his own house, I don't think. I'm not going to say that for sure, but that the way he is and the way the house look. Okay, we know this nigga to the right in the shelter, but the guy to the left, it don't match. He's more of a modern man. That looks like more antique-ish, old school stuff. I just don't see him picking that stuff up at a Ross store. The warm-up, maybe. New York to SF. It's good seeing you. Man. That's the one thing, biting the hand that feeds you, bro. What kind of shit is that? That's why I'm really shocked that the women that follow him haven't picked up on how toxic this motherfucker is, and he does not like you. Kendra don't even know who this dude is. That's what's so fucked up. She don't even know how, and he's already calling her a sleaze. He doesn't know how. Her resume. Let's do this, bro. On one of your shows, you pull out your fucking resume. Let's see what you've done when it comes to media. Let's see what you've done. Did you produce any BET shows or at least be a commentator or something? Let's see what you done. Let's see what you done. I think it's about that time. Let me drop the link because, I'm almost done here anyway. Let me drop this. Drop a link. Anybody want to come up? You can speak for or against these men because it's not just MABW. You ain't the only motherfucker. But y'all, some freeloading off of black women the way you do, it gets on my nerves.
You got the baby again, Awesome.
Okay.
Are you calling me from a shelter?
Yes.
Awesome. You can't be living in a shelter and making those demands.
I can because I did. That's number one. Number two, that a lot of black women just don't like black men. They don't respect black men. These
black men like him, dude, you at a shelter, and I wonder how did you get to the shelter? I guarantee you not. If somebody, and do not do this, but I guarantee you there's a reason why women don't like him. Shout out to Chester in the house. Chester's in the house. Here we go.
These silly hood rat broads with these tattoos on their neck.
Hood rat bras. He just got out of prison. What the fuck?
This guy's a fucking joke. And Torch, there's another video you need to talk about. There's a video of a black woman going viral on TikTok saying she would not let her son date black girls. It's that bad too.
Dang, I got to see that one. But hey, look, to me that might be a good thing. You don't know how that little black boy has grown up. You know what I mean?
And his mama acting like the same hood rat black women. She trying to call those little black girls at that Six Flags theme park. She was loud and ratchet in that video too.
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't have a mirror. I look in one every day. Let me play this for a minute.
You for recreational use, baby.
So why are you in a shelter? Why don't you have the ability to have your own home?
I can't get into that. Put like this, I won't be here that much longer.
Look, I understand the actual problem y'all have with me. The women want me to advocate for them, and the men...
No, the women just want you to leave them alone, really, quite honestly, bro. See, men, I'm not going to say the N-word, and it's not the N-word you guys think. But let's just say he thinks way too highly of himself to think highly of himself. Women are not looking for this man to advocate for them. They've heard it. They've had a taste of his advice. Let's put it that way. What y'all think?
Hey, DJ, what's going on, man?
Deontay in the house.
I think that
Darnell in the house.
What up, Darnell? Kevin, this guy is a joke, man, because he's one of those guys who he can critique everything about a woman, right? You see, as soon as why is he still in the shelter? I can't get into that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? That's the same thing that Umar does. Umar will analyze your entire life from A to Z. But as soon as you ask him one thing about him, I'm the Prince of Pan African. I'm going to answer these questions because I'm a new boy. You know, like, but dude, you just told me I was a piece of shit. And you doing piece of shit, and I'm asking you about it. You don't have to answer. So like, right. I don't understand this guy. Like, this must hit with the MLBW guy. That dude is he's bitter himself. Him and MTR, they got so pissed earlier this year when Arlette from Pop the Balloon and Kendra G both came out saying that we going after y'all who taking our content. And it's like, dude, y'all making money off of these people's back, especially MABW. The majority of your videos are either Kendra G or half his videos got to be Kendra G.
Right.
You know, like he needs her for his channel to survive. And yeah, he called her Kendra Sleeve and all this other nonsense. I'm like, man, anybody who follow these dudes are jokes.
Exactly. I mean, that's my point. It's like, wait, the least you could do is that I mean, I thought I was using a lot of Kendra G's, because remember when I had that series, the Dusty's by the Dozen? These dudes, their freaking channel is literally it's one or the other. It's Pop the Balloon or Kendra G, and it just shows you how ignorant these men can be. It's like, that's not your shit, bro. You know, and don't look, let me tell you something. Pop the Balloons, that belongs to Netflix now. They don't want to fuck with them lawyers. They're gonna lose. Shout out to Femi in the house.
That's what I wanted to say earlier. Like, I don't think it's Arlette going after anybody. That's Netflix. You know, when it comes to Pop the Balloon. Because I remember before she did the deal with Netflix, everyone used to use her content all the time. Everybody in the Red Pill was using her content all the time. Hell, there was even copycats. Fresh and Fit had their own. They literally tried to. It didn't last long, but they tried to copy her. Mm-hmm. She never went after them.
Right. You want to know why they stopped? It wasn't it's expensive. It's expensive.
Like I said earlier, with the whole, I think I said this a few lives ago. They're McDonald's, we're McDowell's. I mean, that's all that. That's
right.
All it was.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tanya now.
I mean, literally, you would have thought Fresh and Fit broke in, stole the operating manual for Pop the Balloon.
Yeah. They didn't have the currency for it. It's expensive. Dating shows are expensive.
Well, that, and it was a complete joke. Like, I mean, you had these average guys, IG models. You know, I'm like, come on, man. Nobody believes that they're gonna find.
It was funny. They had a guy who made "Now You're a Single Mom" song on there. That one was too funny. Then
I remember that.
And then that guy had talked about that after he was on that show for Fresh and Fit for a year. And I think it was Fit, who the Indian looking one, had all that gray hair, and he made somebody a single mom. I think that guy was roasting Fit.
Yeah, he got mad at the show. Then, matter of fact, they threw him off the show because I think he was only on the show one episode. They literally threw him off. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. He threw a temper tantrum like a child. Like, it was one thing. He had the diapers, did his little prop thing with the diapers that he used to do, and I mean, okay, it's kind of funny, but then it gets to a point where you're derailing the show, and then he throws a hissy fit because he felt he wasn't getting enough attention. Literally.
The crazy part was Tommy Sotomayor, bitch ass, was on there, and he can't say shit about nobody, particularly black women, after he made several of them baby mamas. Come on now.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor, I never really did like him. I watched, I got introduced to his content way back in 2016. There were shorts, on Facebook. He had some kind of short.
I knew who Tommy Sotomayor was in like 2011. I remember he did a video. One time it was this teenager that got killed in a fight. I think she got shot. He did a video on her, and somebody who lived here in Birmingham, they actually was talking about him on Facebook. I don't know if they I don't know what happened after that, but I think that was the last time I seen him talk about that girl.
Well, the thing was that I had against him, because like I said, at first, even though we got different style of politics, and stuff like that, so I never really particularly liked him, but like there was a few times I felt he made some very good points, quite a few times. So I kind of listen to him. I got an open mind. And I'll listen to him. I'll hear him out, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Well, that really doesn't. Anyway, long story short, it was an episode in. He did a little episode with. I guess there was a. Man, this thing sounded like something out of a. If it wasn't so tragic, you would think it was something out of a comedy sketch. But there was a party in DC, barbecue. Family member, I guess, stabbed another family member to death over the last piece of chicken. I kid you not. And Tommy Sotomayor got up there, because the news was interviewing a black woman, a black family member, that was there, said, I can't believe this is crazy. She's in shock. And he goes after her like it says, B, it's your fault. You did this, you know what I'm saying? It's your damn fault. I'm like, what the hell she have to do with two stupid fools fighting over a piece of chicken? And that's when I turned them off. I mean, it was that, and then there was another one where a girl drowned, and he was laughing, calling her names, stuff like that. I mean, granted, yes, she stole a car, was running from the police, and she fell into the swamp and drowned. But even though she stole a car, come on, how do you laugh about that? I mean, like the whole thing, we just witnessed the whole thing with Charlie Kirk, and everybody's saying all this stuff about Charlie Kirk. Oh man, all these people laughing that he's gone and stuff like
Tommy
that. Shame on you.
If you pay attention to his on his Twitter page, you will see how anti-black and racist a lot of he attracts a lot of racists, especially on X, and they can't say shit about them can't say shit about black people when white people have done way fucking worse.
Well, the thing is, they don't even like his ass. That's the sad part.
Wait, let me play this clip of him. Here we go.
I want to say this. Black people, in my opinion, are the worst people on the planet Earth.
Now, this is funny coming from him because he's a porn king. He was an ex-porn star.
That wasn't porn. That was not porn.
I don't care who's racist against them. I want to say this. I understand why people are racist against black people. Black people ruin your neighborhoods. Black people ruin your jobs. Anytime you have a large number of black people around, you're going to have a problem.
There he is. I don't see it. I don't get how he doesn't understand he's part of the problem. Like he is the problem. A male whore. Okay. That I don't know how many kids he got, but I can safely say that and be accurate because it's true. Porn star. Trying to act as if he's better than us. That's the funny part.
And white people don't respect him. Like one of the things I learned about coons and house niggas is that white men, especially, they don't respect any person from any race who is against their own race.
Right.
So
that's a damn good point.
Oh yeah, get this, because this is how deep it goes with them. Loyalty is the first thing that matters. So even if like Nick Fuentes, for example, if a racist white man says that black people ain't shit, and then a black man like Tommy Sotomayor is sitting next to him and agrees that he like black people ain't shit, Nick Fuentes would look at him and say, "Yeah, you the worst of them because you don't even believe in your own people." I can say your community ain't shit. Your job is supposed to work on that and fix that. You just cowtailing and grabbing onto my coattails and being a little slave in house and grow. Like they don't respect that. They respect.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Matter of fact, because he did that. What's her name? Candace Owens.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. He basically did do that to her when she tried to get on the show. Like he basically told her in her face, like all the co-signing you doing with these racist white people is disrespectful to your. He didn't say this to her, but basically, just sum it up. He basically told Candace Owens that all the agreeing that you're doing with white people who don't like black people make you look worse. Like it's yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, white men, but they respect a black man who will stand up and fight for his people more than they respect a coon. Like, it's always been like that. That's why they might not like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or Frederick Douglass. I mean, they didn't like them, but they respected them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said, okay, these are people who are dead serious about their shit. We got to deal with them. They're not worried about Tommy Sotomayor and Charleston White and dudes like that. Because those dudes just, they all for themselves. They don't even respect their own people, their own stuff. So it's the force and the loyalty that they respect.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, I mean, there's no loyalty even. Hell, I don't think there's loyalty in any group anymore. When you think about it. Like even in the red pill, that's why when it came to one, I left the red pill because of hypocrisy, but there was no loyalty there either. I mean, you can't say black women doing all the damn what is man, I'm lost for words right now, but basically saying, oh yeah, well, black women can't control their emotions, and here you got a bunch of black men being emotional. The very same ones that are calm, cool, talk about, oh, men are more calm, cool, collected, and able to deal with, stress and situations and emotions better than women are doing the same shit that, that they're accusing women of. That they're doing the same exact thing. And it makes no damn sense. Matter of fact, I was actually on No Fugazi's podcast. I debated with him for a little bit. Wasn't much of a debate, but because all he did was really talking. But I actually caught his ass though in the damn lie. I actually caught him. Because he tried to call Ketanji Brown Jackson. For those of the listeners that don't know, she's the first black woman to be appointed to the Supreme Court. He called her DEI hire. She wasn't qualified. So I asked him. So I mean, she was the judge. So how come she wasn't qualified? Well, because you're a judge, that doesn't make you qualified. So then I brought up Pete Hegseth. He had no idea who that was. Pete Hegseth is Secretary of Defense. This guy, is basically, he was a mid-career officer. He was a mid-career officer in the National Guard, and he goes from mid-career officer in the National Guard to Secretary of Defense. I'm like, that don't make no damn sense. That's the good old boy system, right? So I said, do you feel he's a DEI hire? No, he served in the military. So then that's when I had the I got you moment by saying, okay, but earlier you said Ketanji Brown Jackson, just the fact that she was a judge did not qualify her to be on the Supreme Court. So what's the difference?
Let me play this clip real quick. Here we go.
Chief Keef had to pay child support to a 33-year-old woman. His baby's mama was 33 years old when she got pregnant by him at 16. She didn't do a day in jail.
So you probably did. She's 25, a Houston teacher at Holland Middle School. She was arrested and charged for grooming, texting, and kissing middle school girls. Mm-hmm. So this is one of girls. Then I seen this lady. These is all last week. 31-year-old Connecticut married lunch lady arrested for having sex with a 14-year-old boy and sending him nude pictures, as well as 34-year-old teacher Jacqueline Ma arrested for sexual abuse because she was 45 and said she's a cheer coach, but she was charged with R word after allegedly having sex with her daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend over 300 times.
Right.
Now, oh, you know something though? Oh, Tommy doesn't like this. He doesn't like it when you mess with his white women. You know, he doesn't like that. Let's see what happens.
So stop listening to these people talking about, oh, bodies don't count. They count, goddammit.
This is funny. We got 3 men, at least one is a whore, talking about a woman's body count. You can't make this shit up. We know one is at least a porn star. If you guys want to delineate between whore and porn star, by all means, knock yourself out. But at least one is a whore on this channel, on this platform. That's you can't make a more hypocritical statement than wanting to count body count while having a high body count. I bet there's not one man on this panel here who has there's not one man on this panel who has a lower body count than, let's say, Cecil Lucky, who's on here. I bet they got her like, it's like she's, maybe if she's lucky, it's 10%. I don't know what it is about male 304s, but body count really bothers them. Maybe because it's something they knew they will never have, a low body count.
Well,
or they'll say, no, it's different for men. It's different for men.
That's not why they say that though, DJ. It's one of those things that's like, okay, I'm trying to keep it clean on your channel, but it's like, to men in the red pill, a woman with a high body count is not seen as attractive, because it's like, you know, what there used to be a saying Fresh and Fit used to say, why do I have to go and buy the cow when other people are getting the milk for free? You know,
this is the funny part, is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're just going to run through the milk or the cow anyway. They're not going to stay around, because if they stayed around, then the body counts would be low on both sides, right? The bottom line is this: men be hoeing out way more than women do.
I just don't.
Why even bring up body count at all?
I mean, it's always been on our minds.
It doesn't help any. It doesn't help any. I mean, the thing is this. If you go down to like Skid Row and you see, some of the women there, and you can tell they got a high body, or they probably have a high body count. But if you can't tell, then why are you complaining about it? And if you don't want a woman with a high body count, just don't date a woman with a high body count. But don't complain about women with high body counts, because a woman with a high body count probably has 1/3 the amount of bodies we have, which means technically they have a low body count. But we think they have a high body count only because we think they have a high body count.
That's just not true, DJ.
No, that is exactly true. That is exactly true. It is completely true. We are ridiculous on this body count bullshit. It's bullshit.
Think about it, DJ.
Okay, let me ask you this: how many women are in the asylum because they have a high body count?
How many women are in the asylum because of a high body count?
Right. I mean, there's got to be some psychological negative reason why not to date a woman with a high body count, right? What is it? And it's not even a high body count. It's what we think is a high body count. It's because, like again, men have three times the amount of women.
That's not true.
Yes, they do. They do. I read it. I know it.
If that was the case, DJ, then the red pill would not exist. It would be everybody be like, every man would be up there and be like, man, what the hell are these fools talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Most of those
That's
guys
the
on the
point.
red pill do have high body.
They do. Look at Tom. Look at Tommy.
They date trash men. They
Tommy.
have children.
I'm talking.
He talks
I'm
that
talking
shit.
about,
And he's a male whore.
I'm talking about the consumers, the guys that consume the red pill content.
Well, why would they think any different than their teacher? Why would they think any different than their teacher?
Because you wouldn't need a teacher if you had a high body count. You're easily
No,
able
because
to get
you
women.
don't seem to understand.
It's like
These men
paying
are
for
getting.
water when you,
Okay, Darnell, these men are getting sex. They are getting sex. They're just not getting enough of it. It's like the passport bros.
So what about the GSS study that says otherwise?
The bottom line is this: is that the men that are getting sex are getting sex. The men that aren't getting sex aren't getting sex. They're not. Don't get me wrong. There are incels. See, to me, it's like this: the manosphere is two kinds of men: 304s and incels. There's no in between.
Actually, it's more than that. You're forgetting MGTOW. MGTOW, it gets even bigger.
It's the same thing. You got incels, you got 304s. That's all you got. Men who will never have enough women and men who never get women.
Yeah, but the men that can't get enough women, or you know what I'm trying to say here.
He's trying to say they're the larger market.
No, I'm talking about the ones that are what I'm trying to say is the ones that do have access to plenty of sex. You're talking the top 10% of men. In fact, after one of your episodes,
no top 10% of men.
It's definitely the
shout
top
out to
10%.
Chaos Rain.
In fact, it's
no. Wait, let me clear something up real quick.
Well,
just because somebody is getting sex does not make them a top of anything.
Well, that's up. That's up for. I mean, that's
no, it's not. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, basically, just because a guy. See, the thing is this, and this is a very important subject for us to go over. Just because a guy F's a lot does not make him the top of anything. It just means that he has the tools to seduce women into bed. That's it. Anybody can have. There's nothing skillful about sex.
For men, it's a lot different because we got to go through hell. I mean, again, you take an 18-year-old male, 18-year-old fresh out of high school,
but we're not.
Has no money.
He's supposed to be an incel. He's supposed to be out there trying to get money. He's not supposed to be trying to get sex.
But why? Why does he have to get money? Why does he have to get money?
So he can sustain himself.
Oh, that's true. Okay. But why does he have to get money to say, go, define a woman here? Now,
okay, let's break it down like this. Quite honestly, let me be straight. You asked me a question. Let me answer it. Okay. If you're 18, until you're like 24, 25, your goal should be either getting money or getting an education to get money. That is where a lot of young men fall down. They try so much to be, they think being a man is having sex. Being a man is being able to take care of yourself.
I agree with you on that point, but where I was trying to go with it was when a girl turns 18, same scenario as the man, the world is her oyster. She doesn't have to go out there and get money. She doesn't have to go out there sustain.
Oh my God, Darnell.
There is going to be.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead. Say everything.
There's going to be. Hell, that's the whole point of sugardaddy.com or sugar dating, whatever it's called.
No, okay.
Is
that your argument? Let me know when you're done.
All she has to do is put a photo, in a bikini pic it up there, and there's going to be men blowing up her inbox. We've seen it with the Fresh and Fit podcast. Go ahead.
And Darnell,
Wait.
women
Let
spend money
let
on
me get some
men
of this real
too.
quick. Let me get some of this real quick. Okay. Number one, if that's so, why are black women more educated than black men?
Jail, poor life choices. You know,
I would.
I'm talking about men. Poor life choices that men have or boys have made.
First off, Darnell, I know what you're saying, but the thing is that women have the option. You're right about that. Women definitely have the option to go that route if they want to at 18. But most women don't do that because they dignify. They're not about to get out there. Now, I do think that this generation that we are in and the ones younger than us are they get more and more promiscuous because it's becoming more acceptable socially, like, yeah, I do agree with that. But still in mass, the majority of women are not about to go out there and start selling themselves sexually. Because we just don't see it like that. Now, and the second thing is, um, all women of every race, women in general of every race, are more educated and more enrolled in college than all the men are. It's been
That
like
is
that
true.
since you get that black women have eclipsed us in that, and that's like a target talking point. But all women have always been more, susceptible because just the jobs are just different when you go white collar and blue collar. And but DJ, I just want to say you're wrong about one thing, DJ. Sex is a skill. Ask James Bond. All right, 007 been solving crime for
Sex
50
is
years.
what?
I said sex is a skill, man. Ask James Bond.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm
I
just
guess
saying.
what okay, my point is this. I know it's a skill, but the thing is that you can be, let me put it this way, it's not a skill, but you can be skillful at it. You and especially if you're a man, it's not like you're going to earn, a large amount of currency being really good at it. You're gonna earn, and the thing is that the problem is that a lot of men think they will because they're good at it. I mean, how many men I've said, "Oh yeah, you can't even do this, you can't even do that," but they ain't got two nickels to squeeze together.
No,
So
you right, because that what most men. I'm gonna tell you, this is getting kind of like Darnell was saying, but it's for real though. I believe from what I've seen, read, just everything in this world generally, a man has to be more skilled in sex than a woman does. One, because when you just know how it works with men, you got the erectile dysfunction, you got to stay focused and all this stuff to keep your libido going, all this other stuff. And women can take a lot more sex than men can. I believe that. Like, I
okay,
do.
well, let's wait. Look, I'm sorry to cut you short, but I don't want to mess up my YouTube score.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not
Yeah,
going to.
we've gone far enough.
Yeah,
What they do, let me tell you why. I'm not being
but-
picky, but I learned something that basically, unless we were like a strictly a sensual relationship channel, if you talk about that, the algorithm picks it up and it says, "Oh heck no," and pulls you down.
Okay.
But
I'm
I
just
wasn't just referring from that aspect of it. What I was just trying to say was, basically a man can't get a woman. He has to have money. He has to have the clothes. He has to have.
No, he doesn't.
He does. He does. He has
I mean,
to have.
He should.
Well, hold on.
He
I'm
should.
not finished. I'm not finished. He has to know how to speak. He has to have game. He's got to be tall. You got all these prerequisites. Yes, that a man must go
Let me
through,
break
where a
something down
woman
to you.
has no prerequisites other than look
Let me break
attractive.
something down to you completely.
Go ahead.
That's not I can't say I can say as a witness that's not accurate. I never had I had decent game, but it was never super duper game. I'm not super tall. But I attracted people. I attracted women. So that I cannot, at least, and don't get me wrong, I know there's men who don't, but it's like this. This is what I think. A lot of men just simply like for example, look at Austin Holloman. He's tall, but he really has an incel's mind. It's locked.
Look at what he has to do to
right. Exactly.
He has to travel overseas, so he has to have money. You know,
exactly. That's the point I'm making.
Here.
That's the point I'm making. The point I'm making is this: is if you're awkward, then yes, because there's something that tells women there's something wrong with you. And the problem is this: it's not the fact that there's something strange about you, but there's something strange and they feel might be dangerous to them. You might not be dangerous, but to them, they cannot make that. They don't have like some type of psychological tool to tell them he's a weirdo, but he's still a nice guy. They don't have that. They have, he's a weirdo. You don't want to end up on the back of a milk carton. You see what I'm saying?
It's called woman's intuition.
Precisely. And that's all they got to go by. So it's the best thing a man can do if he really wants to be attractive to women is go to therapy. It really is. It really is truly the best thing to do. But they don't want to do that. They rather come on these channels and act like clowns.
I mean, I do agree on the standpoint of, YouTube or red pill and all black pill and all these different pills. They're not the answer. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But as far as the therapy issue, I mean,
I think people have the wrong idea about therapists. Therapists can tell you why people feel a certain way about you. And that is immeasurable information that you're not going to get from somebody else. You need to know the energy you are putting out. You can be as polite as you want, but maybe you walk funny. Maybe you talk funny. Maybe you stand funny. Maybe there's just something. Maybe you're wiggling something when you shouldn't be. Just stuff like that makes people feel nervous. And if you make a person feel nervous, especially a woman, well, bottom line is this: you're not going to be attracted. Brina West nailed it right there. Self-awareness. That is what a therapist does for you. That's the best. I was giving you this speech for the last 15, 20 minutes, and she just said exactly what needs to be said right there. Self-awareness.
Yeah, I'm just saying that when it comes to the dating and things of that nature, I just don't, see, because I go to therapy myself. I've admitted it several times, but that's for other reasons.
Well, the thing is this. And that's the thing. You're fixing those other reasons before you can even think about going out for a date, even though you have. I understand. Those other things need to be fixed first, and then you go to a therapist, either the same one or somebody else, for the dating aspect of it. The therapist you're going to right now, from the vibe I'm getting, they got some deep shit to fix first. And don't think they are unrelated to why you may not be getting the responses from women you are not getting. Whatever your therapist is working on with you now, and by the way, hats off to you. That is a part of the issue. You will find yourself improving when you solve that issue there, and then graduate to dating 101, which will be another therapist. Maybe one who works totally with the dating aspect and relationship aspect of the mind, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the thing is, when you said earlier, chemistry and what was the other word you used? Chemistry and I can't remember the other word.
I can't remember the other word either. But the thing is, that's if you have, see, I think what's happening with you is this. Let's talk about you for a second, not for 10 years.
Okay.
Basically, whatever your therapist is working on with you now is the same thing that's keeping you from attracting the kind of women you want. And the interesting thing is you are not alone. But at least you're going to therapy to solve whatever that other problem is that will, I guarantee you, help you solve the problems in your dating life. I'm not going to say it's going to resolve it. There's a difference from helping to solve and resolving. One's the final complete resolution. The other one is, well, okay, now you solved 1 and 2, so we got that out of the way, but we still got to put, it's like getting your car fixed and the engine's blown. Okay, so we put the gasket about on, but we still got a blown cylinder. We got to work on that next. It's the same thing in your situation. You're not to the cylinder yet. They're just still working on the blown gasket.
That's a pretty good analogy with the car, by the way. But as far as that goes, I mean, I think it was, for me, more so, it was more or less not knowing when to walk away was the biggest issue that I had.
Well, okay, so this will be the last, because we don't want to be on you or not. This will be the last thing. Where do you believe that broken meter of why your walk away meter is broken?
I believe it was my opinion. It was my upbringing.
Okay, well, that's what you're working on probably in your therapy, right?
No, I'm working. I got PT. I'm a veteran PTSD. That's what I'm working on.
I was going to say that too, DJ. I was like, I like the car analogy. And the thing about a car, though, is that usually one mechanic, can work on the whole car. Usually, it's more of like a doctor where you have a specialist.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was going on with Darnell. I figured it was something to do with the military. A doctor, a therapist is helping him with his PTSD. And I mean, I don't know about you, DJ, but I have a few people I know in my life who's dealing with that, waking up at night, still hearing bombs and gunshots. And you slam the door too hard, these people will start tripping. So that, I can see how that can affect relationships, but that's something that needs to be handled first. It's more important. Yeah. So then after that, he can go, or at the same time, whatever, he can go and see someone who specializes in maybe like the relationship romantic side. But I commend you though for doing that down there, because I know a lot of people try to, especially men, trying to hold their head like, I'm all right, I'm cool. But you see some of these guys snap after a while and bad things happen. So that's really.
Well, yeah, and that's why I do what I do. But DJ said he doesn't want to stay on the topic.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, everybody. So Tevin, we haven't heard from Tevin, so we'll let Tevin start as far as the wrap up is concerned. What's going on, Tev? Okay, he must be eating a hamburger or something. Okay, let's go to I'll tell you what, Deontay, you start, and then we'll finish with Darnell.
Okay. Yeah, thanks again, DJ. I didn't even know you was coming on tonight, man. I just happened to the little notification.
Yeah, I didn't know either. That's kind of the same thing, man. Go ahead.
You were gonna fire earlier in the show. I'm like, damn, I ain't hear DJ say bitch ass nigga once ever before. He said it twice. I'm like, okay.
I'll leave that. I usually leave that for the lowest, if you know what I mean.
No. I'm just saying, I understand what you were saying. I totally agree with these. These guys are off the chain with this hating women, especially black. I mean, I think that's the worst thing you can do. You hate yourself. I mean, it's like they just don't get it. But they would rather be a rat in the basement of a white man eating out of the freaking crumb bucket than living their own life with their own people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I feel about them. But go ahead, Darnell. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good. You good. Great show as always, DJ, and thank you for having me. I'll say, uh, the piggyback on what Dante had said. I do think it's a little worse than it's more than just red pill. I think the truth is, I fear that we are being socially engineered. And it ain't just red pill. I'm talking it's all of America, whether it's red pill, whether it's these gripers, even BWE, feminists. It doesn't matter. We're being divided. And I think that is the biggest issue. Like there was a reason. I mean, at first, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but a few years ago, our government held inquiries on TikTok. They wanted, they were trying to ban TikTok, and we're discussing it. They were saying
That was earlier this year.
No, but it was. They held hearings years ago though too. It was under, I want to say, Trump's first term. They held hearings. I remember watching them, thinking it was ridiculous.
Yeah, they want to steal hip. They want to steal TikTok. That's what they want to do.
That's true, but the thing is with TikTok, I do think that the government does have a point, and I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing it now where the American people can't agree on anything.
Right, but see, they're not TikTok for the same reason they got Twitter.
Y'all should see the shit they be saying on TikTok on them dumbass panels, and I'm guilty of being in some of them dumbass panels on TikTok.
Yeah, my opinion, it's basically Chinese influence, that is trying to divide America. Remember, the best way it wasn't some massive army or anything that defeated the Roman Empire. It was infighting. So, I hope people understand and, take a, just kind of take a look at it and, do some reflection about that. But,
okay.
It is an issue, but thank you for having me, DJ.
I thank everybody. Tevin, do you have something?
I will say that I was glad I was able to stay on this long, and it was a good show tonight. But me, I'm finna when I get off of this live, I'm probably gonna go on TikTok and see what else going on, because it be a lot of that red pill stuff on TikTok too. It's I mean it gotten out of hand on TikTok.
Got it. Cool. Now on this Saturday, I believe I have, what do I have lined up? I think I'm gonna have love and basketball lined up. I'm not sure because I think we need to talk about this I can't forget it. I can't remember his damn name. The commentator was talking smack. He's still at it.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, he tripping. But let me see what I got lined up. Oh, wait, maybe I have No Breeders is next week. Today's the 16th. Okay, that's on Sunday. Oh, conspicuous consumption, about how everybody be, spending money on trying to look good, whether they have it or not. That idea I got from Ghost. So we might go over that.
That's your prime time there. I think that will be a really good episode.
Yeah. So anyway, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and hit the beat. Where is it at? Here we go.
Love goes around. Oh, DJ Torch and friends. It's about to go down, baby.
All right, shout out. Jackie Gaines in the house, holding it down. New York to SF in the house. Angela Reddick in the house. Rena West. Tiffany Jackson. Tanya Sweat. Chaos Rain Show. Raymond Houston.
It's about to go down. Yeah. Laughter and truth, a gentle sound. Hearts open wide when the love goes round.
On stage, Darnell, Deontay, Devin.
DJ Torch and friends, it's about to go down.
By the way, ladies, you are welcome on stage, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Sandra. Indiana Mom. Yes, this weekend. We have conspicuous consumption, ghost movies, and breeders. Break it down. Damn, that's one hell of a run right there. Boom. All right, everybody. Have a nice Thursday night. This is DJ Torch.